everybody, welcome back to the channel. So it's December 8th, and it is 50 degrees outside. So I thought about taking a little dirt bike for a ride and enjoy some of this weather. I think we'll take a ride just around the farm. Yeah, and maybe I'll show you something else I got, a little early Christmas present. As most of you know, this is the helmet I normally use. It's kind of a, I don't know, I haven't been real happy with this helmet. I bought it at Harley Davidson dealership. I forget what Harley calls this helmet. They give it their own name, but in reality, it's an HJC I-90, and it's a modular style helmet. So the front opens up. Hard to do one-handed, but one of the drawbacks of a modular style helmet is weight. They're all heavy. I don't care what brand you have, they're all pretty heavy. Just there's a lot of mechanisms going on. It adds weight. Now I've put the Cardo unit on here, so of course it adds a little bit of weight, and then having my camera gear on the front adds even more weight. The thing that drives me the most nuts about it is this. There's no indentations to stop. Like even when it's open all the way, it's almost nothing. And I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but in here there's little notches that's supposed to click into. Those all wore out in about 1.5 years time. And now it's like anytime I ride with this thing, if I'm hitting 20, 25, maybe 30 at best, 30 mile an hour, it just slams shut. I just decided to go a different route. So this is what I went and picked up. Got it at Cycle Gear. It's a Simpson Ghost. It is not the carbon one. It's still very light. I haven't ridden with it yet. I've worn it around the house a little bit just to kind of make sure that it feels good. But the nice thing is there's some good indentations of where where you want this shield to sit. So it should stay open pretty good on those hot days when you just want a little extra air and you're going through like a small town, or you're not going real fast. It's kind of nice. Anyway, seems like a pretty cool helmet. It was about, with the shield, I think just a tick over $500. It's probably I wouldn't say probably, it is the most expensive helmet I've ever bought. I'm usually a $200, $250 helmet kind of guy. That's what this one cost, was $250. So I spent twice as much on it. I've got some expectations for it. It is very comfortable. It fits nice. I typically wear an 1XL, 1 extra large, and this one is an XL. And I'd say this one fits just a touch snug. Anyway, that's enough jibber jabber, I guess. Let's go for a little spin. I've had Hondas before, and in the wintertime they're usually pretty cold-blooded. I don't know if I've ridden this one too much in the cold weather, but we'll see how she starts. Not bad, no choke even. Like I said before, wintertime can be pretty long, but we've had it pretty easy so far. We got one little snowstorm that came through. Didn't really leave much. Say hello to the cows. They're all out here. They must be hungry. Hey fellas. All the little ones. Some are curious.
this bike rides pretty good on the street, but when I did all my little modifications to it, I lowered the rear suspension about 2 inches and the front about 3. Kind of turned it from a dirt bike back to into a street bike. She's running out of gas. I must have turned that valve the wrong way. There she goes. There, she's coming back. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard to read that valve. I thought I had it turned off for sitting there. I know my channel's got like 450 followers. I'm not sure where all of you are from. I seem to get a lot of views from Germany, which is interesting. Probably some of the views that I get the most are on my video of going for a ride out in Colorado, going up to Pikes Peak and through Rocky Mountain National Park. That was some of the first stuff that I've tried, and they were okay videos. I look back at them and I think, I would have done that different, but it's the best I could do with my experience. I hope next summer to maybe do a couple of nice trips and do some nice videos, but we'll see how it goes. Being in Wisconsin, obviously our riding season is a little shorter. One nice thing about Wisconsin winters is it gives you time to take your motorcycle and fix it up or make changes to it that you want. Take it to a dealership or to a custom shop and have them do some stuff you've wanted to do on it. And I don't really have any projects this year, but I do plan on doing some more training in accident scene management. It's great training. You should really look it up. Road Guardians, and it's a good link to go to. I'll put it on the screen, their website. It's a good link to go to try to look up for some classes for accident scene management. I've gone to a couple of classes. I've been to the advanced course, and I tell you, it's amazing. Some of the simple things you can do to make a huge difference in the outcome of a crash. It's definitely worth going and getting taught by people who know and are trained in it. Oh, I got a little muskrat. Oh, there he goes. But accident scene management is worth looking into. I got in probably maybe 3 years. I've got a son that's going to be starting to ride, and I know beginners, you're more likely to have an incident than anybody. It can happen to anybody, but your chances are a lot higher when you're a newbie. So I'm hoping to enjoy some riding with him, and God forbid something happens, at least if I have some training, I will know I can do whatever I can to make it better for him and help him out, you know. That's some of my reasons why I want to take the classes and kind of stay up on it. Something to think about. You don't have to just work on your bike and make improvements to the bike. You can work on yourself and make improvements to you. Get that training. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube on how to ride better, and so maybe set yourself up with some ideas on what to do in the spring to get reacclimated with your bike, because it is a perishable skill. I'm lucky that I'm able to ride on some land here and keep my skills going a little bit. Let's see what we can get her up to. a valve floating a little bit. That's not bad. 65 for a little 175 that's about 50 some years old. What is it? 75? Coming up on 50. Yep, she's not happy about something. Can't tell if it's fuel or ignition. There's the bogging big time. Back. Now she's happy. Could be an intake leak too. The way it idles. Leaking some oil too. Isn't that funny? The one bike that I have that's leaking oil, it's a Honda. 3 Harleys. Dry as can be underneath them, but the Honda's leaking. Oh well, still made it home. Gotta clean up the blood trail.
Yeah, still a fun bike. Still got me home. I could very well have an intake leak there or something. That leak on the other side of the engine, it seems to come and go, but when I built that engine, or not built it, when I took the covers off and sent them out for powder coating and stuff, I did notice that some of these bolt holes or bolts have a sort of like a bushing around them that helps center the cover. And on one of the bottom ones, somebody must have lost that bushing and maybe thought a different size bolt went in there and kind of boogered up the hole and actually messed up the very, very bottom of that case. So I put some sealant on there, sort of like JB Weld, because it wasn't leaking, but I didn't want it to. So when I put the cover back on, I used the gasket, but I also used a little Honda Bond, sort of like a gasket maker sealant around there, and it's been holding up pretty good, but now it looks like it's dripping again. That's all right. Something to fix. Got one last thing I want to do in this video, and we're gonna wait till it gets darker. We'll take a little ride back out in the field and watch a little special something go by. So hold tight. It's time for that surprise. Let's go for a quick ride. So I know you can't see me. GoPros don't pick nothing up in the dark. But every year there's a special train that goes by here called the holiday train or Christmas train. We got a good spot to sit and watch it. It's really dark out here in the middle of the hayfield and the tracks go right through here. So thought I'd bring you along and let you see what it looks like when it goes by. So here it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of Christmas spirit. I hope everybody has a good Christmas holiday and see you in the next video.